We have Landlord Super from Minxworks.
Yes.
And published by Yogscast Games.
Yes.
We have Mark and Greg Terps and Greg joining us.
Exactly. So really excited to show this one. And it's weird in that it's actually one of the best games here at Rezzed.
Of course.
And it's super, super, super early in the development process. We really kind of not rushed, but we've got a build that we've been showing off, and it's been fantastic. I mean, Greg, you can jump on in. We're going to join us kind of day 3 in our kind of introduction of Landlord Super. So Landlord Super is it's the quintessential building construction simulator.
Right.
We're set in 1980s Britain. You can turn the lights on and off, and we're interested about that kind of. You can shower fully clothed as well,
Right.
so that's really good. People,
Nice.
Well, if you work too hard, you're going to get very sweaty.
So it's, if you imagine like Stardew Valley,
Yeah.
but instead of a farm, it's a building site in 1980s Britain.
Wonderful.
And you're halfway there. So what's happened on day 1 and 2 is we've gone to the Jobcenter, which we can go to again, and that's where we get our tasks. So we'll just head on over. We're positioned, fortunately, close to the Jobcenter, and there's a few different roles currently that we can take on. And we've got our town is populated by fantastic characters with very, very different personalities that we'll get to know more and more as the game progresses. But we pick up our tasks, and to date we started out just as a real kind of just labourer. We cleared a construction site, which involved us using some tools. And then the following day, we actually staked out some foundations using some wood, which we then had to nail the boards in to secure the form. We then mixed up our own foundation concrete using aggregate, sand, cement and water to our own ratios. And we laid that, tamped it down, and it's good to go as we now jump in to see our current boss, Jimmy the Scouse. So Jimmy, again, is a 3-dimensional character. He's from Liverpool.
Yes.
But that doesn't define him. No. What truly defines him is his fantastic glasses. They're not your glasses. I was hoping. I was like, they're Greg's glasses. No, they're not. So here we're getting the task to basically order the materials to start just a simple job of laying some bricks.
Right.
Now obviously everyone's played Minecraft and they know about you can build structures, block by block.
Yeah.
But here we're going to build it brick by brick.
Really granular.
And really granular.
Right, nice.
But obviously we need mortar, which we're going to also have to mix ourselves. So we've got a couple of pump trucks here just because we've loaded into a save. But first, obviously, we need to get our new tool.
Nice.
Jazzy trowel.
That's the jazziest trowel we've had on the RPS.
I hope so. So here's our task. We've got to use the telephone, order some building supplies, unload those supplies from the truck, mix our mortar, and then lay 44 bricks. Okay, so I hope people have tuned in expecting this to be this near cocaine-fueled excitement as we go and load up the Q&Q catalogue. And we'll get some bricks. There's 144 on that pallet. There's going to be 100 left over after this task.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see what runtime is. Maybe we'll get through the whole pallet. Who knows? But we've ordered our things, and obviously we want it straight away. I'm not going to make people have to watch us go back to sleep and wait for the following day.
I'm enjoying it. I like that music.
It is. So it's great music. Who is the musician again?
Jeremy Walmsley.
Yeah.
He's JWow on Twitter.
He's very, very good.
Good. It's like some madness.
Yeah, I think yeah, exactly. I thought it would be right in your wheelhouse. Yeah. This is exactly what your Spotify's made of. So here we are. So we're starting the game. We've got a manual pump truck, and Greg's just flipping a whole. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. He's only been playing this and making this game. Here we go. So firstly, we've got some cement here. We can take this over. We'll put it next to our cement mixer to keep things nice and efficient. At first, you start with the manual pump trucks. As the game progresses, you'll be able to earn more revenue, and maybe you'll be able to afford an actual forklift truck.
Oh, really?
And obviously, that will speed things up. allow you to handle bigger and greater.
It's good to have something to
loads.
aspire to in games.
Exactly. I think people, if you have everything to begin with, do you appreciate it?
No.
And this is all about appreciation, appreciating our heritage, appreciating and remembering the follies of past, and also just really appreciating how slow the pump track is. Really,
It's not the first time Mark's played with that.
How many iterations of the pump truck did you have to do before you got to this speed, this perfect speed?
It was actually slower.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You'd be amazed.
But you need to keep it slow because otherwise you're knocking the bricks over.
Yeah, exactly. Already we've seen what reckless pump truck handling. But again, in this, the character is only 3 days into the building profession.
He's
So
not
an expert.
experienced.
No, and that's why we got Jimmy, who is there. He gives us the tasks, but also will give us tips on, for example, Matt, what would you recommend as a ratio for making our mortar? How much sand to cement do you think we want?
Oh, it's a 50-50.
Wow, blimey! I mean, you made up money over here. Like you're gonna have a very cement-rich
Rookie
mortar.
mistake.
Oh, really?
Exactly.
You meant to
Yeah.
put that much in?
No. So we're going to put our bricks next to our building slab that we already laid there. But I'm hoping that people not only enjoy playing this game, but get real-life skills.
Right.
So, for example, we've got a pub here, and so you can go over and you can spend your money instead of building supplies on beer, and that's actually where the name of the game comes from. Landlord Super is one of the L's in the game.
I was going to ask.
It's exactly. It's a great.
So I
name.
wondered if it was saying like a landlord is super, like the landlord's super.
Definitely not super.
No, he's
no,
not super.
no.
Is he a bad person?
Not keen on that.
We'll find out. We'll find out because the aim of the game ultimately is to build your own properties, and so you will be able to take on this site and construct just a house to your own design. So there we go. So we can take the straps off on these, and then we take just a bag of cement there, go over to our mixer, and we can start putting that in. And what you'll see is we've got 250 litres of volume,
Right.
and there's 25 litres in each bag. So
Yeah.
we're now going to try and think about how do we want to make our nice mortar. I like 1 to 3, maybe 1 to 4. I don't know what you want to do, Greg. We're live. We can do whatever we want, really. We could go crazy.
We could do 50-50.
Should we do a 50-50? Let's live life on the edge. So what you can do as well, again, as realism, is we could go to the pub and drink some of the stout from the game, which is called O'Doyle's, and it's delicious, but it does fill you up, and you need to control your bodily functions. And so what we could do is we could actually urinate into the cement mix,
Really?
and if we drank a lot of stouts, that would actually be black, and we'd create black mortar, and that's how you get that lovely finish. So again, it's with the game, we don't take it too seriously, whilst at the same time we take it very seriously. So here we go. We'll just fire this up.
Definitely the first demo we've had with stout piss
So
cement.
we've already got it. There you go. Well, we'll see.
Oh yeah, the trial.
You select the tools by actually looking down on your tool belt and fishing them out. Again, just like a real builder would. No menus needed. That weak mortar. That's what we get for listening to Matt. I'll tell you now. So when we place down the mortar, you do it brick by brick.
Good.
And so you can place down, and obviously here, this isn't ready for a brick yet. We've kind of put on a lumpy bit of. So if we put it on there, look, that brick's that's not
terrible.
square. That's terrible. Right, Greg, let's take that off now. Just then, let's smooth this out. That's nice. There we go.
My word.
So every single block you place, we're going to do this way, and you can pick up multiple bricks at once because we want it to be labour. We don't want it to be too much. We don't want to be mean for the sake of it, certainly. But there we go. Just chuck those.
What
on the
happens
floor.
if you place bricks without any mortar at all?
Then you just put a brick on the floor. Then that's what you've done.
You can't build a mortarless house.
You could try. It would be. I mean, it wouldn't pass building regs. Like immediately. Would you want to live in a house where the walls were just loosely held together by weights?
No, probably not.
So what we're doing here now, we're laying on the second course. Obviously, as everyone knows, you stagger your bricks to increase the strength, and we can start putting together a lovely bit of house.
So your task here to place 44 bricks, is that your task for the day?
That is today's task.
And if you fail to do that...
So there's no time limit currently on it, but there can be. It's a good one. Let's make a note on that. But say Matt Castle says it should be harder.
Matt Castle also says 50.
50 more, exactly, isn't it? It's tough. It's tough to realise. But the idea is that we don't give any direction, and Jimmy doesn't give any direction on what he wants. He's told us to place 44 bricks. And so, actually, what the players end up making, when Jimmy comes down to inspect it, I think could be quite the surprise for Jimmy. Because I don't think if you do the tasks necessarily just straight as they are, that you will find it looks anything like a house. But we will see.
Do you get to live in the house you build?
Well, again, there's a lot of kind of additional game elements planned around the town itself and the other inhabitants. It's early, and I think what we're looking at here is, we've got lots of different tools that aren't currently in this build here. So we've got exciting things like a screwdriver, and we have spanner as well. Yeah, the spanner.
So if you build this wall too high, I mean, in normal games, there's probably no clip up there to fix it, but in this game, you need to set up the scaffolding
to come and actually
carry on. And so, if you're building a house, you have to.
Where does this game come from then?
From his mind.
Why?
The deep dark recesses.
Birmingham, now it's been made in Bristol.
Yeah. But why an incredibly granular 1980s building simulator?
I don't know, why not really? I think there isn't anything like this on the market in terms of a lot of the construction sims have no personality whatsoever. They're very bland, they're very generic, there's a lot of kind of asset store. It just feels like they've taken Bus Sim and added on a weird voxel bit to it. There you go, we've done it. Oh my gosh, record time as well. Well done, Greg.
Jimmy Scouse is going to be pleased.
Well, it's late though, isn't it, as well?
Have you finished it or what? Who supplies the incredible voice acting?
That's actually placeholder from my voice.
Yeah, there you go. That is actually Greg. So obviously we'll finish off by just visiting the bar. There we go. There's Tasmin. Tamsin, I can't even speak. I've probably been drinking too much. Other jobs you can have if you want to, so you can see all of our abilities. And it's going to have real world impacts. So, for example, if you spend all your time drinking in the pub, you might be able to keep your hydration up and work a bit longer, but you might develop a bit of a beer belly. And if you remember how we select our tools,
you have to look
look down. But all of a sudden, you can't see what's going on. There's real world consequences.
Suggesting that there's a potential future in this game where you lose your tools behind your own stomach.
Yeah, you just got to guess.
That is too real for me.
Exactly. It's oh, hang on, Greg, easy. We're on. We're before the watershed. Hang on, that's fine. There we go. There. Oh, lovely.
Wonderful.
Oh, that's fine. Just all over the carpet. Should be right. Do you want another one? Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So I think out there's certainly these sorts of games which genuinely are super zen and relaxing when you're building out your house and planning out the layout and how you're going to do it, and then remembering after you finished you actually haven't put a door in it and you've got to knock it all down again. We've got a sledgehammer that you can take to any of the fixed structures as well. There we go, that's better.
These toilets.
The toilet
it's worse
there.
than the toilets and train spotting.
Well, yeah, maybe actually. I'm not sure.
Yeah, it could be.
It could be. But I think that there's a bit of piss on the floor there. I think there's definitely a desire out there from people to be able to enjoy a really good fun simulation in a fun world. And so if you think the different relationships and stuff, you're getting really smelly now as well. We've got the flies coming at us. We're hiccuping.
It's because I've urinated myself.
You've actually managed to pee on yourself. Yes, yeah. So that's fine. We can go back to our home.
But does being dirty matter in your
So it'll change how players react to you and other characters and such.
Some characters may even enjoy it.
Yeah. So again, depending on the inhabitants and there we go. Let me just wash up. That's much better. I'm not sure.
I
actually.
like this sort of visual style, this sort of slight kind of CRT kind of
Yes.
sort of
Yeah.
haze.
So when you load the game up, it's all VHS style. You know, again, we're of an era, so as you progress, you'll be able to improve your home, hopefully, as you get more money.
So it won't just be
just a mattress on the floor. Exactly. Maybe get a proper bed, and maybe that means you have more stamina in the day. Maybe that impacts other things. We've got other things here. We've got a kitchen as well. You can go into the kitchen if you want.
Can you fail and lose the game entirely?
Yeah, so you've got rent to pay. You've also got a county court judgment against you for, I think, what was it, being drunk with a ladder or something? Yeah.
Carrying a ladder home along a public footway, Section 54 of the Metropolitan Police Act of 1849.
Is that a real thing?
That's a real law.
It's a real thing.
It's a real
Again,
law.
what makes you think that anything in here isn't factually
this
correct?
letter's a fake.
Yeah. But that's not a real letter. Sorry, that is part of the game.
Oh no, I understand. I understand what's happening in the room and what's happening on the screen.
None of this is actually real. This is a video game. Not a thing.
The guy next to you, yes,
yeah, exactly.
definitely hit.
So we're really pleased with how it's progressing, and as we can see now, we can just go back in and just kind of finish up.
Is it a game you plan to put out in like early access? Or
Yeah, definitely. And it is one of those things whereby getting the feedback from players out there, the bits they love, the bits they hate. It's been really useful here at Res, having so many people coming along, trying it out for the first time. Obviously, again, it's super early in terms of the build, and tool tips and things like that need to be kind of looked at to help players guide through it. Easy. It starts as it gets darker. It can start getting a bit more nemesing as well as you walk around town with a hammer. But we have lots of plans for the future, but they will be shaped by early access and what that community kind of really enjoys the most.
What about promotional beers from the game in real life?
I think that's great. I think I would love to have maybe a few tins of Landlord Super. It depends really. I think we looked into getting bricks for Res, but then I was told that constitutes a weapon. We had to rethink that one.
No pub for you right now.
Yeah, it's closed between different hours, and so you have different things you can and can't do at different times. But it's fine because we don't need to spend all day drinking. We can just skip some time by being on the toilet. But you can see there, tells us about little tips in the game, about cowboy builders
using
using
urine. Is it set in the real history of Britain? Is it got accurate
there is
events?
it'd be real time, yeah. So certainly, if it was raining on a Wednesday and it's a Wednesday in the game,
This is the Shenmue of 1980s.
Yeah, exactly.
British simulation.
Exactly.
Wonderful.
Yeah,
fantastic. And when can people sort of expect to get access to this in early access? And
when it's ready.
When it's
ready. I think we're hoping. I mean, already I think the build we've been showing off here is really fun and stable and has a lot of content already in it. I think it's just where she doesn't seem very happy, does she? It's kind of where we can feel that we've put in enough of the vision to see if people get it and where they then want to help us go.
Wonderful.
But yeah, very excited to see it progress.
And where can people kind of keep track on the game until that time?
So
social media.
Social media over on Minxworks, and I think we just leave it there.
I think
I think it's nice. We just leave it at Tamsin. I just think she's beautiful. I think
the
thing is, there's going to be lots of character to explore.
She reminds me of Raquel from
Coronation
Street.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, obviously a non-copyright infringing
I'd say,
version.
but
an homage, if you were.
An homage to Raquel.
So, exactly. Which maybe that's a name, or we could change the name. An homage to Raquel, and that way people know building.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
It's going to be good.
Wonderful stuff. Well, thank you so much for joining us and talking us through your Landlord Super. This looks absolutely brilliant. I can't wait to lay some bricks.
I woke up this morning and I just couldn't wait.
No.
Just could not wait to come in and lay a brick.
Lay a brick live on the RPS sessions. Fantastic.
Brilliant.
Thanks for joining us,
Cheers.
guys.
Thank you.
Thank you for watching from home.